All right, hello everyone. Welcome, D20 Woodworking here, and I am excited to bring you another stream of Marvel Champions. So I guess the first big news is we've made some changes on the stream. Hopefully you can see it up on the screen. Hopefully up here where the game table is. Hopefully it looks a little bit better, looks a little bit brighter. We rearranged some things so we get more light coming in from different places to light it up. I think we're also going to kind of go through the thought process a little bit in the beginning and explain why I built my deck the way that I did, what my strategy is against Nebula, my strategy for playing Gamora, and yeah, hopefully we get into that. And first and foremost, I want to thank everyone that takes the time to watch these videos. I really appreciate it. The reception on the original ones have been great, so I really appreciate it. If you could, please subscribe, like, all that stuff that you do. It helps me out tremendously. It helps with the algorithm and the analytics and all that fun stuff, and really helps this channel a lot. So please subscribe, like, share with your friends, all that fun stuff. Also below in the comments is the big link is to my Instagram. I'm there all the time. If you want to talk Marvel Champions, you want to talk streaming, you want to talk anything else, let me know. I'm more than happy to talk about that stuff. So first, I guess let's get to the game table, right? And go talk about everything. All right, so here's our table laid out. We have a little bit of Nebula set up, but don't worry about that. But we are doing Gamora versus Nebula on Expert. I chose to do this because I always think it's interesting to do Gamora versus Nebula. I think that's an interesting fight and battle to be had. So that's kind of why I chose to do that. I've always been a fan of Gamora. I like the way her deck is built. So I guess first let's just start with her card and talk about it. So Skilled Tactician. You may include up to 6 attack and or thwart events in your deck from aspects other than your chosen aspect. So I chose aggression. I'll explain why in a second, but I chose aggression and I pulled thwart cards from justice. So I have 6 justice cards, all of them thwart. All the rest are attacks and a few neutral cards. Her action on her alter ego side is to look at the top card of your deck. If that card is an attack or thwart event, draw it. I don't know how much we're going to be flipping. We'll see. Maybe it'll be a lot. I don't know if I should slow play Nebula or kind of go aggressively fast with her. So the reason I have aggression is because of her ability on her hero side. So after you play an attack event, 1, 2, 3, these cards right here, right? You remove 1 threat from a scheme. Could be huge. On the flip side, if you play a thwart event, you deal 1 damage to the enemy, which I think can also be huge. Maybe. So, what is it with Nebula that we're dealing with here? She in her deck has a lot of these technique cards. And basically, they give her an ability off the bat, and then each round you activate the special abilities and you remove 1 of those cards. And the special abilities are not great. They can really come after you hard. So you can remove, you have to kind of deal with all that. She doesn't have too many minions. A lot of them are pirates. You have the expert cards and whatnot, standard cards, my obligation. The other thing is there's only a handful of side schemes in her deck. There's not a ton of them. So I don't have to worry about too much threat mitigation, but I have to worry about some. And we'll get into that in a second and why that's important. So that's her and how she works. The way this card works is that you put X threat on the scheme based off of how many tokens are on here. Every round you place 1 here. So every single round, I'm going to basically have to exhaust the Milano and spend a resource to remove it. I could go up to 2 resources to remove it, but we'll see. So with all that in my head, what I want to do generally is keep her environment tokens down as much as physically possible. If I keep them down, I don't have to worry about threading or thwarting as much. So what are my cards? What am I doing here? So my thought is I have a bunch of doubles, right? I have the normal 3 doubles that most people play: strength, energy, genius, and then I have the 2 double reds that you're allowed. The reason I have the double reds is because all my reds cost at least 2. About half my deck is red. Not half, a little less than half my deck is red. So there's a good chance I draw at least 1 red, and I can play with one of those cards, leaving 3 cards. Yeah, 3 cards roughly in hand to hopefully pay for something else. We'll see. We'll see. I don't have too many other expensive cards. So we have that. Our one upgrade we have from aggression allows us to get +1 attack. We have a standard 2 attack on Gamora, so I'm hoping maybe if we get 3, we can start kind of wearing her down, you know, working things down. We have uppercut, spend 3, deal 5 damage. Clobber, spend 2, deal 3 damage, and it's the first card we play, you get the card back. We have dropkick, where you deal 4 damage, and if you only paid with the strength resource, which I have a bunch of, you can stun the enemy and draw a card. Could be huge. Piercing strike, deal 3 damage and knocks off a tough status, which she has the ability to get tough, but not consistently. So I didn't put 2 or 3 of them in there. I just put 1 because maybe I end up with it. We'll get into heroes in a second. My justice cards, I have clear the area that remove 2 threat from a scheme. If it removes the last threat from the scheme, which I'm looking at here, I can draw a card. I'm hoping I keep this down and I can keep drawing an extra card, right? I can get to that 6 card draw. 4 justice, remove 3 threat from a scheme. 4 if I used all science resource. This I'm basically looking at if I have to remove a lot of threat, this is what I'm turning to instead. And then multitasking. Again, there's not many side schemes, but there are a few. So I want to be able to have the ability to remove 2 and then possibly remove another 2. That's the thought process. This is her standard deck. We're not going to really get into her cards too much. You'll see them as we play. And then finally, for heroes, I have Ironheart, who's basically a staple because you can draw a card. I have Drax. Can't attack minions, which shouldn't be a problem in this deck, but he does massive damage. And I have Groot, who basically becomes my main defender. And as far as aggressive allies, we have Spider-Girl, Brawn, Valkyrie, She-Hulk. Spider-Girl, for a 2 attack card or a 2 cost card, can do 2 damage and then soak up another attack after that. I think it's pretty good. Brawn, I like that. Again, he attacks, he removes a scheme. I want to keep this scheme down as much as possible. Valkyrie, if there's a minion out there, hopefully we can attack it with when she enters play. She deals 2 damage to a minion. I'll at least kind of wear them down. And then finally, She-Hulk gets 1 attack for each damage token on her. She's allowed up to 4. So let me clean these up, and then we'll shuffle up. So that's the rough idea. I don't know if I'm building out. I'll be honest, I don't really know if I'm going to be building out for a long haul type fight, or I should be looking to kind of be aggressive. Because I don't have to worry about scheme as much, I feel like I can take my time, but if her techniques start to pile up, I kind of need to hustle. So it's going to be a weird, kind of this weird situation we have going on where maybe I have to hustle really fast, maybe I don't. So I think I have, yep, Gamora has 10 health, Nebula has 17. All right, good. And that's the other thing. So her second stage has 17 health and her final stage has 20, which is not a ton of health, right? It's not that much, especially compared to Ultron we did 2 days ago. Final Ultron had like 27 or something like that. That is not too bad. That's not too bad. All right, let's shuffle up Nebula, and I'll shuffle my cards once more. She also gets the Power Stone, so she gets +1/+1. But if I do 3 damage, I get it. But it has to be me. It can't be someone else. All right. And as always, if the music's too loud or the song is bad, let me know. I'll be more than happy to change it. Just gotta let me know. And yeah, we'll get going. Oops. All right. Finish her up. Shuffle that. I'm gonna do mine one more time. Shuffle them up. And hopefully we'll be good to go then in a second. Alright. So we start with a hand size of 6. So let's draw up to 6. 2, 4, 6. Let's read her card first. So for her setup, we put the ship in play, the environment, the Milano support into play, attach the Power Stone to Nebula, discard the top 2 cards per player, so it's only be 2, the encounter deck. Then attach each technique, discard this way to Nebula. So we can start off pretty poorly right now. And neither. So actually we got rid of an expert card, which is good. Got rid of a treachery card, which is good. So we'll take that. Alright. So you've tracked Nebula's location, but she's trying desperately to get away. This may be your only chance to take the Power Stone from her. Again, starts with 2 threat. It goes up by X. X is the number of evasion counters on Nebula's ship. And when her phase begins, that's when I put evasion count on. So let's see what we got. Alright, Keen Instincts allows us to generate a resource, which could be really good early on. Acrobatic Move deals 2 damage. We could deal 5 damage with Uppercut, Spider Girl, Clobber, and Multitasking. So I don't think we'll need multitasking because we don't have another event out yet that we have to deal with. So I'm throwing away that one. I want to keep Keen Instinct. I feel like I can't afford Uppercut yet. Just don't have the resource generation yet. So this could be free. We could do 2 cards for Clobber. Get it back and pay for it with this. It would be nice. No, we can't put that first because we have to do Clobber first. So I think this is what we're gonna start with and see what else we get. Double red and another Keen Instinct, which could be really good for a resource regeneration right away. All right, so we're gonna use her action ability to look at the top card of your deck. If that card is an attack or thwart event, we draw it. It's not, screwed. Now it doesn't say to shuffle it. So from my understanding, you don't have to shuffle it. So we're not going to. All right. So, excuse me. Let us look. Excuse me. So the first thing we're going to do is flip over, obviously. And I feel like we have to play Clobber so that we can get the card back. And we can pay for it with a double red. So we're going to pay for it and deal 3 damage to the enemy. Knocking her down by 3. So, make sure that goes down. Okay. It's the first card we play, so we return it back to our hand. And we played an attack event so we can reduce the threat by 1. Bringing the threat down to 1. Alright. So, let me just move this a bit on my screen so it's easier to see. Okay. Now, we can use this to generate a resource, which I'm going to do to actually generate a resource generator. The reason being is because in the future we're not really going to be able to use it for anything, so I feel like that's the best use for it right now. And I'm actually going to throw away my other Clobber to put the other one in. So now we are generating 2 resources for attack and thwart events each round, which hopefully will be pretty good. And then finally we're going to play Acrobatic Move, holding on to Spider Girl. I'm going to do the 2 damage to her, bringing her down to 12. And I can't do another threat thing because you can only do it once per phase. Per phase. Could be important. And that's... Oh, and then I have to do the thing with her. So... Attack 2 or thwart 2? Let's attack 2. Let's get her down to 10. I'm feeling like that's kind of the better move right now. Because I don't know if I can keep being as aggressive. So let's refresh. I held on Spider Girl. So 2, 3, 4, 5. We got some events in there, which is great because we can start using this. We can throw away some stuff. I like this. This is a solid hand. I don't like having 2 allies because you can pretty much never play 2 allies, but that's alright. Alright. First thing, she gets a token there. That means her threat goes up by 1 because there was a total of 1 counter on there. And then she's going to attack. Now the question is, do I just take it for now? Let me think. We're gonna do that. I think I'm actually going to defend it. I think we're going to be a little conservative right off the bat and defend this attack. I think that's the right play. So we're going to defend. Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure I did that right. When Nebula initiates an activation against you, resolve the special ability of each technique card, which there are none yet. Okay. So she's going to attack for 2, 3, 4. So that's 2 damage to me. Because I'm blocking 2 off my defense. And 2. Alright, cool. Then we get her bad card. Oh wait, I'm sorry. She had the stone. She attacks for 3. I never did 3 damage to her, did I? Did I screw that up? I did. I did 3 damage with Clobber. So the Power Stone was technically mine. Holy cow, we really screwed this up already. Clobber did 3, got me the Power Stone. I attacked with this. She's down to 9. I'm up to 8. Ah, this game keeps you on your toes. That's what's tough in this cycle, is with the Power Stone and whatnot, trying to keep it all straight. Who has what where, and all that fun stuff. All right, so she's down to 9. Because again, my first card was Clobber, doing 3 damage. So I got the stone in return. She then did 2 and 4, getting that stone back. Now we get bad cards. There we go. Alright, bad card. Trust or Honor Among Thieves. When revealed, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a criminal minion is discarded. Reveal that minion, and then give that minion a tough status card and the villain 1 face down boost card. Okay. Excuse me. Alright. I'm getting through some technique cards, that's for sure. The problem is, there could be a lot of minions on the bottom, which isn't exactly good. Holy cow. There we go. Alright, so reveal that minion. That minion gets a tough status. And then Nebula gets a face down boost card. Okay. Now, since that card is revealed and not put into play, the Pirate Lackey attacks me for 2 because it has Quick Strike. And then after this minion attacks and damages you, remove the top card of your deck from the game. I don't know if you're allowed to see it, but I'm going to do anyway. Set the pace, which kind of stinks. So we'll just leave that face down so I don't confuse it with anything else. So that was 2 more damage with me. That was not a great turn for me. That was pretty bad. All right. All right. Decisive Blow would normally be able to do a lot more damage. Hold on. If I play the threat at first, but I have not. So it's not going to do as much damage as I hoped. But it'll do some. Actually, it'd been really nice to do a threat thing to ping this for 1 to knock that tough off, but unfortunately, that's not an option. All right, so let's do. So this is my thought. I'll do strength, put Spider Girl into play, and I can stun and confuse this minion. And it's going to let me at least not worry about the minion for hopefully a round. If I do that, it leaves me with these cards. I could play Decisive Blow with both of these and then throwaway uppercut with this. Hold on to group for defense, and because I want to keep this down to 0. That goes up a little bit, but that's not the worst thing in the world. And she's going to attack big, so Spider Girl. Do I want Spider Girl to attack? I almost want Spider Girl just to attack the pirate, just to ping that damage, so I don't have to worry about it next turn, which is, I think is what I'm going to do. So let's play Strength, put Spider Girl in there. After you play, you stun and confuse a minion. So this minion has everything going on. Then we are going to exhaust both of these to play Decisive Blow. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 if we had played Thwart, but we haven't. Because I played an attack event, I can Thwart down for 1. Or remove the threat by 1. I think that's what it is. Remove 1 threat. Okay. That card goes away. Then I'm going to play the Milana and throw away this aggression card to remove this ship counter back down to 0. Make sure it shows up alright. Again, I don't want that threat to kind of avalanche on me. Then we're going to do 2 attack and just knock off the tough. Again, I could be more aggressive with Nebula and get her down to 3. But I don't think that's super important. Pirate's not going to do anything. Nebula's going to attack for a lot. Hold on. And I did 4 damage, so I get the Power Stone back. Nebula's going to attack for a lot, but against Spider Girl, it should let me keep the Power Stone. And I think we'll be good. I think that's the way to do this. So, let's refresh. And we draw back up. So we still have group. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got the 4 Justice event, which is interesting because it will allow us to remove a decent amount of scheme and then allow us to do 7 damage. We could do piercing, which is good. So now I'm running into not wanting to do all this stuff. All right, we'll deal with that in a second. So 1 counter goes back onto Nebula's ship. Her threat goes up by 1, just 2. Nebula is going to attack. She has a bonus boost card, so we are blocking with Spider Girl. So 1, 2, all the boosts. So we got rid of Advance, which is fantastic, and a Treachery card. So it'd be a lot of damage. And Spider Girl's taken out. Pirate Lackey is stunned, so we don't have to worry about that. And we get her back card. Treachery, 1 revealed. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a technique attachment is discarded. Reveal that card, then resolve its special ability. Alright. So, when Nebula initiates an activation against you, resolve the special ability of each technique. Alright, so the first technique attachment card each player reveals each round gains Surge. This is revealed, it gains Surge. And we still have to do its special ability. Okay, good. That's going to do Quick Strike. We'll get this done in a second. Let's take 2 more damage. Holy cow. I'm going to have to flip over. Okay. So we have to resolve its special ability. So, attach to Nebula. Reduce the amount of damage Nebula takes by 1. Alright, discard 1 card at random from your hand. This is going to change the way we play our thing a lot right now. Because Nebula isn't resolving or isn't initiating an activation against you, we don't throw away this card because that's a part of the whole Forced Interrupt. For Justice. Okay. Alright, so we still hold on to that. We still have to deal with 2 Pirate Lackeys, and one of them's confused, which could be good. Okay, that was not what we wanted. Oh wait, I'm sorry. After this minion attacks and damages you, which they did, remove a card from the game, forward momentum. Man, the pirate thing stings. That's a tough one to deal with. So I think the smart move here So my thought is I'm going to do one decisive blow to, because I can't do a thwart event. So I'm going to do a decisive blow to knock out one of these pirate lackeys, right? That's going to let us thwart for 1. We'll do the other 2. No, we'll do, yeah, these 2 to take out the other pirate lackey. I will thwart stuff down or attack. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure that in a second. The question is, do I want to throw away Groot to keep this down? Now, if it goes up to 2, it's not terrible, but she's going to start scheming for 2 plus whatever it is. If I add another one to that, that's going to bring it up to at least 4. Yeah, I feel like we have to throw away Groot. It really stinks, but I feel like it's the smart thing to do. I want to keep this as close to 1 as humanly possible. So, all right, let's do it. So we're going to do double red to play Piercing Strike, take out this first pirate lackey. I also don't like that her deck is running out so fast, so I do feel like there is a need to rush when she gets her acceleration token. Alright, we're going to do both our Keen Instincts and play a Decisive Blow. This lets me remove 1 threat. Oops, I never changed that to 2, so that works out. Do 4 damage, take out this pirate lackey. Now, we'll do the Milano, we'll throw away Groot. As much as I hate that. I'll move that token down by 1. Then we're going to attack for 3 and bringing Nebula down to 2. So she is ready to flip when I'm ready to get her to flip, basically. Which is kind of a nice position to be in, right? I'm still doing all right. Or do I actually want to do that damage? Do I want to heal for 6? I take that back. I'm actually going to add that damage back on. Sorry. So that was 3 damage. We're actually going to flip that over and then recover. So let's add 1, 2, 3. She's up to 5, and then 1, 2, 3. Oops, not. Yeah, 3. So up to 7. I think that's actually the better move there. All right, let's ready up. And then we get 6 cards. 2, 4, 6. Everything's good. Okay. Cross counter, always a good one. When you would take any mana damage, prevent 3 of it. After you play an attack event, deal 1 damage. Cross counter again. Nebula, which is useless to me because I can't play my Nebula ally when I'm fighting Nebula. And 2 clear the areas, which is actually really good. Alright, this was I feel good about that. Alright, so first thing is put the counter on here. This goes up 1. Nebula is going to scheme, but before she does, resolve the special ability, which is discard 1 card at random from your hand. And then we can choose and discard 1 of the attachments. So it's 1 that clear the areas, which is actually probably the best card to lose. So that works out well. So this is scheming for 2. 3, give the villain 1 additional boost card. 3, nothing. Ooh, that's a really good one. So 3 threat goes on to that, which we're right next to. We're right next to making this go up too much. So that's up to 1, 2, 5. And then finally, our bad card. It's just a side scheme. Can this go here? Yeah, it still looks fine. Discard the top. Oh, I'm sorry. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a technique attachment is discarded. Reveal that card. Alright, it's revealed. So Nebula is going to be able to retaliate 1, and then our specials we take 1 damage. She's also going to get bonus bad cards. So we'll deal with that in a second. Actually, we're going to be able to deal with that all right. All right, my turn. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the top card and see if it's an attack or thwart event. It's not. Okay. It's a double. And then we're in, oh, let me think about this. So cross counters we kind of want to hold on to. Clear the area we want to play. So we don't really need both cross counters. So that we can pay with one of those. That we can hold on to. And then 1, 2 with the other one. We can play this. Alright, this feels like a little more of a setup. Oh, but we can draw a card, so that helps. So let's recover. We want to recover. I don't know if we do. No, I feel like we don't, because I need to get that threat down. So, first thing we'll do is play Keen Instinct and clear the area. We're going to move 2 threat from the cards. We're going to do this one, because I don't want her to get 2 bad cards. It was the last one, so we draw a card, which is going to be a double. We know because we saw the other one. Alright, so I want this Gamora sword in there, so we're going to use our double and throw out Nebula, because that Nebula is useless to us right now. And this allows us to, when we play an attack event, you can deal 1 damage to an enemy. I think that's going to be the smart move. Do I want to get rid of a cross counter? So actually, first thing I want to do is I want to thwart for 3, right? Because with the Power Stone, we can bring this down. So that brings it down to 2. Now, do you play an attack event? So that's going to help. It's going to help a lot in a minute. So I want to throw away one of these cross counters to lower Nebula's ship. That's kind of what the question is right now. Because the next thwart is going to bring up to 4. But cross counter allows us to remove 1 threat from a scheme. And we could have 2 of them. I kind of like the idea. I really like these cards, and I can basically play both of them for free. So I think I'm going to hold on to them. So we're going to refresh. So we have 2, 3, 4. So we got our 2 cross counters. We have clear the area, which might help us a lot. Upgrade that allows attack more, and 4 justice removes 3 threat from the scheme. Not really that useful right now, but that's okay. What stinks is, oh no, we do have an attack event. Okay. So this goes up to 2. Okay. Means the threat goes up by 2. We take 1 damage. We get to discard this. So now it's activating a boost against us. So, alright. We get to see what it is first. So 2 plus 3 plus 4. Jeez Louise, 4. Alright, then we attach this card. So, we do this, and we prevent 3 of that damage. So we take 1. Bring us back down to 5. We deal 1 damage to an enemy, which we're going to do onto, Neb, bringing her down to 4. And then remove 1 threat from a scheme, which is going to bring this down to 3. Now, here's what makes this more interesting. After you play an attack event, which is what this is, after you play a thwart event, which is what this is, I can remove 1 more threat and deal 1 more damage. So Neb goes down to 3, this goes down to 2. Threat goes down to 2. Then I also play, after you play an attack event, which is what this was, deal 1 damage to the enemy, bringing Neb down to 2. That is a sick combination. I absolutely love that. So these cards get thrown out. But we did have to... I feel like we had to do the boost on this. Why? Did we? No, we just had to give him 1 additional boost card. Oh, because this was the boost. After this activation ends, attach this tap card to Nebula and resolve its special ability, which is discard one card at random from your hand, which kind of sticks. And then we still have to do a bad card. Do this one. No, it's like the worst one to lose. She gets to keep that bad card. The villain, each minion engaged with you attacks you. Okay. We're gonna block it. So when Nebula initiates an activation against you, resolve the special ability. Discard a card, one card at random from your hand. We'll do this one. Okay, that's not a bad one to lose. And then this goes away. So she's gonna attack for 2. I'm blocking 2. And after this activation ends, attach this card to Nebula and resolve its special ability, which is place 1 threat in the main scheme. Holy cow. See, it's stuff like that. She can just go when she wants to. So, alright. That stays on them because we don't remove it. And now we're in a weird pickle. Alright. Ugh, this is not where I really wanted to be. I feel like I'm gonna have a bad round this time. But the problem is spend up to 2 resources. I wish I could count these resources. Alright, so first thing we gotta do is exhaust Keen Instincts and play Clear the Area to remove... Oh no, wait, that's... It's not gonna let us draw a card though. Well, we have to do it. So that lets us clear the area and remove their threat down by 2, bring it down to 1. Then I guess what we're gonna do is just exhaust the Milano and throw away 4 Justice just to bring this counter back down to 1 to make it decent. I'm hoping she doesn't flip, but it's looking like she will. I'm gonna flip my character. Am I? Yeah. Nah. Yeah, because I can't keep taking these attacks. I need to get an ally out there. I need to get some cards out there. So if she goes up to the next level, she goes to the next level, and we'll deal with that. All right. So we drop the 6 cards now. 2, 4, 6. See if she got, or if we got anything good. Ironheart, She-Hulk. Wow. Okay. Say you need minions, right? Come on. Alright, interesting. Alrighty. So, let us just make sure this is streaming alright. Okay. So, let's add a token up to 2. It's going to bring the threat up to 3 total. Alright. So, 3 total. Place 1 threat in the main scheme. It's 4. Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna flip now. So you're gonna scheme for 2. Treachery. Nebula schemes. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It's 4. So it just threats all the way up. That's that. I still need a bad card. I have to remember that. All right, place 2 evasion counters on Nebula's ship. Not great. For each invasion counter on Nebula's ship, discard the top 2 cards of each player deck and the encounter deck. So basically it doubles this, right? So that's 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it discards all of that. Which means I get a face down encounter card. I discard this. This means she gets an acceleration token. Which means we have to start hustling. Starts with 3. Only has to go up to 9. And we need another bad card, so we'll get that in a second. That's a whammy. That's a big old whammy right there. All right. Cool. And then we'll we'll shuffle hers up really fast. Alright, so she only needs 6 threat. She's gonna get a second bad card. Hopefully she doesn't scheme again. Because if she does, that might be it. I have to get Nebula's ship environment back down, which it's gonna take a lot of rounds right now. Because you figure, even if I got 2, it's gonna go up to 3. The next one I have to do 2 again, and it's gonna bring it up to 2. Like, it's just not an ideal situation. It's gonna get 3 rounds to get back down to normal. Assuming I do 2 every single round. It's tough. Okay. Second back card. Alright, first back card. Oh, good. Flip to Alter Ego, which I already did. You can exhaust, or you can choose and discard 2 events from your hand. I don't have 2 events from my hand, so I have to exhaust, which is terrible. Remove this from the game. Okay. Next one. Good. Why not? She gains Stalwart, so she can't be stunned or confused. You are stunned. When is her special ability? Cool. All right. That's fun. That is fun. So we're gonna look at the top card because our ability allows us to see an attack or a thwart event. It's not another ally. Jeez. All right, we gotta flip over. Unfortunately, let us. So I'm gonna throw. I know that next card's an ally. Let's think about this. I can do 2 damage and I can flip her over, which means it's gonna be a sprint. Because if that gets up to 5, I lose. Oh no, it'd be at 8. So this is what I'm thinking of. Alright, so if I play Ironheart, it allows me for 1 round to basically get punched in the face, right? That's essentially what I can do. I can draw a card, and all that stuff will allow me to get Drax out. No, because the acceleration token is +1, so I actually lose. So I have to do this for 1, and thwart the 1, which will get this up to 8. I have to hope no advance comes out, and then I'm going to get stunned. But that might not be awful, because I kind of need to thwart. The big problem is I'm not going to use anything for this, which really kind of stinks. Yep, let's do it. I think it's time to be aggressive, right? Because our back is kind of to the wall on this. I can't flip back. Can't use these. I can use that, but that doesn't help much. I haven't been able to use the Power Stone because I've had to block so much. Oh, but I can use it as a resource then. I guess that is the one true thing. Which might be worth something to me. Alright, so let's use our double to play Ironheart. Okay? We get to draw a card, as we expected. I am going to play this, which lets us deal 2 damage to an enemy. Bringing Nebula down to stage 3. And her life up to 20. Let's just pump this all the way up. Okay. She kind of does the same thing, she just hits harder now. Because I did this, I could do this. So let's just lower the threat by 1, which I actually didn't add in before. So that makes life a little bit better. Oops. And let me just give her 20 life really fast before I forget. I already played the event, and I think the way it works is I can't like do the 1 damage now. That's not how I think it works, so I'm not gonna do that. So what we will do so we'll exhaust the Milano. We're gonna pay She-Hulk the second one and throw away Valkyrie to play Drax. Okay, Drax is going to attack and do 3 damage, getting Nebula down to 17. $16, $17. Okay. I think I'm actually going to thwart for the 1 to just get this down a little bit more, because I feel like that is still my biggest dealing right now, is worrying about that. And I will hold Braun on for the next round. So let's refresh. Draw back up to 5. So I have Braun. 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you would take any amount of damage, remove 3 of it. This might be the card that we needed. This might be it. That's a huge card to get right now, because it saves Ironheart another round. Actually, that's really huge. Okay. Can't get ahead of ourselves. Gotta refresh. So that's up. This goes up by 5, so now it's at 6. 2, 4, 6. Okay. So let me make sure the first technique attachment, each player reveals each round. Okay. The card gains surge. I don't think this works when it's a boost card, because it doesn't say reveal it, but it doesn't say put it into play, so that's kind of weird. But anyway. Oh, so now I can remove the top card of your deck from the game to choose and discard one of these attachments, or I can live with this thing for the rest of my life. That's rough. I'm on a timer. Alright, so we first are going to get stunned, right? Yeah. So I'm going to remove the top card from my game. Strength, double. Not good. Not good. Alright, so Nebula's going to do damage. I'm not going to block, because we're going to be doing this cross counter. So 3, 4. We play the cross counter. So we do, or we take 1 damage. Okay. Prevent 3 of them. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. So we're going to do it off of her. Bring her down to 16. Remove 1 threat. Huge. Now again, once per phase, we could do remove 1 threat, 1 damage. That's what we're going to do. 1 damage, 1 threat. 15, 4. Huge. Absolutely huge. Okay. Then we're going to get a bad card. Ooh. Choose 1. Exhaust the Milano. Spend 2 lightning resources. Or discard 1 card random from my hand. Spend those. Oof. I don't know if I did the extra 1 there. I didn't. That should be 1 higher. And I don't think that ever got up to 8, so that should be 5. If I exhaust the Milano, if I do the random thing, I don't want to lose these 2 cards, but I don't mind losing these 2. If I exhaust them on, that's going to be 6. If that's 6... let's think about this. If that's 6... Oh wait, I do 1 more damage. I forgot about this. Because there's an attack event. So that brings it down to 14. Holy cow. Thank goodness I'm catching this stuff. So, all right. So, all right. If I do it random, there's a 50% chance I lose a card I really don't want to lose. That stinks. If I do the 2 lightning resources, I get rid of that. I could still play uppercut and have 1 card left over for reasons. Problem is that's going to go up to 6. So it's going to be 7. So I need to get that down under 2. So I could do 3, 4, 5. I could do it. I could easily do it, actually. Not easily, but I could do it. I can exhaust the Milano. And then he has 14 life left to basically start attacking hard. Ironheart's going to take the next round of damage. I can't attack anyway because I'm stunned. So she can remove 3. That brings it down to 2. This attack will do... Okay. Alright, let's... I'll throw away the 2 lightning resources. Yeah, alright, we're gonna throw away that. Okay. Oh, okay, my turn. So first thing we'll do is thwart for 3 and get this down a bit. We're gonna use King Instincts, exhaust the Milano, and throw away Brawn to play uppercut, which is going to do 5 damage. Bring that down to 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, brings us down to 9. Okay, and the threat down 2. I use that. I used an attack event, which means I can reduce the threat by 1. And I use an attack event so I can deal 1 damage to the enemy. Bring him down to 8. Then I'm going to use Drax, do 3 damage. Bringing Neb down to 5. Holy cow. As long as I don't get an advanced, I win. Or nothing crazy, too crazy happens. Let's refresh. I feel it. We're right there. Alright, so we hold on to Groot still. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I didn't get a card to block the attack, which is kind of what I was hoping for, but that's alright. So this goes up to 6, 7, 8. 8 threat, and we're only allowed 9. Come on. We got this. We got this. Alright. Brings the threat up to 8. Alright. Okay. Nebula attacks, we are blocking with Ironheart. So 3, 4, 5. 5 damage. Okay. Alright, so oh yeah, so we get to give Nebula a tough status card. Cool. We didn't want it to be easy, right? Why would it be? Alright, that's right. We have piercing strikes. That works out right. Alright, bad cards. Don't be advanced. Don't be advanced. Oh, thank Ooh, it's not great either though. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a criminal minion is discarded. Reveal that minion, then give that minion a tough status card and the villain 1 face down boost card. So we gotta get a minion out there. I think we'll be alright. I think we got this. Alright, minion, who's actually going to quick strike against me and do 2 damage. So you know. That's fun. The minion gets a tough status card. And the villain gets a face down boost card, which we shouldn't have to worry about. Hopefully. If I do this right. My turn. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I put Piercing Strike in you. Actually, I was just thinking too. I think I actually messed up. I don't know if I'm allowed to do attacks because I've been stunned. I completely forgot about that. I might have messed up. That might screw a lot of things up. We'll remove the stun. We'll see back on that. Here we go. Piercing Strike. I'll do both of our Keen Instincts. Knocks off a tough. Does 3 damage. Bringing that down to 2. So the attack event. Bring it down to 1. Attack event. Let's lower the threat by 1. And then we could do whatever. It doesn't matter. We win. We could throw away 2 cards. We could play Decisive Blow. Drax can attack. We could get Groot out there and Groot could attack. We're good. So I think we won. Oh, that's kind of anticlimactic. I can't remember if I don't think you're allowed to play attack events, and I'm pretty sure I did. I feel it, yeah, because I definitely played Uppercut. Should have done an attack a while ago. It might have changed some things. It might have not. It probably would have hurt my threading. To be completely honest, I probably would have messed that up a little bit. So that's the one downside. Is I don't know if that would be as low as it would. I would have to finagle things probably a little bit differently. I might have had it. I'd have to go look back. Ugh, it stinks. It like takes your victory away. But still, like I said, that was fun. I always enjoyed Nebula. I think Nebula is a great time to do it or to play. The Gamora deck is good. Gamora's good. I really enjoy Gamora. I think she's strong. I think she's powerful. I think she could do a lot of small things, which is kind of weird to get used to. But being able to do all those small things can really help. So that was huge. So I think what I'm going to do, is I'm not 100% content with that win. So let's go again. I think we're going to go again. So give me a minute to set back up, and we will be right back. All right, team, I am back. I didn't reset my health. Ugh. Already starting with issues there, right? Let's get that all the way up. All right, there we go. All right, welcome back. So I decided that first game, I don't think the win counts. I'm not giving it to me. I didn't check the rule book or anything, but I got a gut feeling that wasn't good enough. We could do better, right? We could do better. So we're gonna go again. I think our strategy was the right strategy to play. I think we had the right idea in mind. I just got a little sloppy with Nebula's ship. I got too aggressive with my cards, and I mean, you see what happens, especially when you flip. It went up 2 higher. It needs to be at 1 at that point, so it's only 3. It escalated very quickly with that ship. I have to keep Art of the Evasion down as long as possible. But yeah, so we'll see how the second game goes. If you're watching this later on YouTube and you're just watching the second game, make sure to go check out the first game. I'll put the link in the description just so you can see what the deck is that I'm running, and check that out. So let's shuffle on camera. Man, that first game was close, wasn't it? Gosh, I'm still a little upset about that. I'm gonna be a little bitter for a while on that. All right, that's all right. So we'll shuffle that up. I mean, we'll shuffle this really fast, just so you all don't think I like seeded the deck or something. Because who knows? Maybe I'm that bitter about this. I would do something like that. I probably would, right? But that's all right. Oh shoot! Of course, I just saw those cards. And one's in the van, so I definitely need to shuffle that. Alright, cool. That is good to go. Alright. I think everything's set up good. Oh, I have to discard the top 2 cards and attach technique attachment, discard this way. Nope. Nope. Got rid of another expert. Actually, we got rid of barrel roll, which is good too. Wow. Alright. So again, we started off strong there. Start off strong. You've tracked down Nebula's location, but she's trying desperately to get away. This may be your only chance to take the Power Stone from her. Let's do it. Starts off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Let's go. Alright, Keen Instinct again. Huge. Conditioning Room. I don't know how I feel about it, which is also the worst art of the game. It still drives me nuts. Let's see. Clobber. Alright, so cross counter we're going to want to keep. This we're going to want to keep. I don't know if I care about Conditioning Room yet. I like the idea of Clobber. I like the idea of keeping Brawn out. The problem is, now we have too many cards. Because there's no way we can play all these, right? Because we got a hole on the cross counter. We can use this for this. That lets us draw 2 to play Clobber. And then we get 1 card back. We can maybe draw a card. Maybe it would let us deal 3 damage, bring that down 1. Play Brawn the next time, but I feel like you want to get Brawn out right away. So we're actually going to throw it away. We're going to throw Clobber away. I think that's the right move. So discard those 3. There we go. There's a double. Decisive blow. And group. Okay. It's not the worst thing. So that's actually very necessary. Good thing I did that. Holy cow. Because now we're already starting this game off rough. We can do that to clear the area to remove 2 threat from a scheme. If that removes the last threat from the scheme, we can draw a card. This game's already starting clutch. I like it. I got good vibes about this one. So we have that. Draws a card. Another double. Okay. Good. I mean, we don't really need it, but it's good. We did a thwart event, so we could do 7 damage. Oh, we did a thwart event. So we can get 1 damage done. Alright. Holy cow. I'm already missing basic things. What's going on here? Come on. It's the rookie stuff. Alright. That's alright. So what that lets us do, yes, alright, we're gonna use a double to play Decisive Blow. Since we've already done a threat event this turn, hence we did the 1 attack, we can do 7 damage. Bring him down to 9. Alright, down to 9. Which stats that? That gives us the Power Stone, which could be key. We're going to throw away another double and throw away Brawn, and we're going to play Groot. And then we're going to attack. We'll just attack, do 3 damage, because the Power Stone. Bringing Nebula down to 6. Oops. 2, 3. Okay. Wow. That was a good turn. That was really good. All right, refresh. We kept your cross counter. We got multitasking, drop kick, uppercut, and Nebula, which is just a resource card at this point. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, we can do this. We can do this. Nebula's ship gets 1, which means the thwart or the threat goes up by 1. Nebula is going to attack. We are going to block with Groot. So 2, 3, and place 1 evasion counter on Nebula's ship. That's rough. That does 3 damage. After Groot defense against attack, heal 2 damage. Brings Groot down to 1 damage. Get her bad card. Don't be an attachment. Oof. It's almost as bad. Stun the first player. Spend 2 fist resources. I meant to play cross counter. That's what I should have done. That was stupid. This was really stupid. I exhaust the Milano. Spend 2 fist resources or stun the first player. What do we want to do, team? What do we want to do? We're going to stun. We're going to stun. So my thought is if I stun, I will attack, right? And then I'll be able to use a bunch of cards to play drop kick. Just gonna let me stun and draw a card. Then hopefully with my extra cards, I can use the Milano to reduce the ship. I think that's our play. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. We're gonna stun. That was our bad card. Our turn. So we want to drop kick. We are going to use an event. We are going to use our second, or this is counts as a wilds with a fist. This is going to be our next wild, which is another fist. Yeah, we'll just do another one. So another one. So it's 3 fists. Is that the right one? Uppercut? Actually, we're going to hold on to uppercut. I'm sorry. And we're going to throw away multitasking. It's still a fist. So we deal 4 damage. Bring him down to 2. If we used only fist resources, which we did, stun the enemy, huge, draw a card, even bigger. This was an attack, so we removed 1 threat. We're good. I'm sorry. Again, I'm running into the stun thing. I'm going to attack first, remove the stun, then I play the drop kick. Okay, that was a little out of order, but it's the same idea. Nothing news there. I have 2 cross counters and an uppercut. So I'm actually going to exhaust the Milano and throw away 1 of the cross counters and an uppercut. So I can remove this down 2 because I want to keep that low. This lets me hold on to a cross counter still. Okay, and let's refresh. I'm not going to do anything with Groot because I feel like every time you do something with Groot, it brings his life down just a little too much, and then it gets walloped on, right? And then Groot was useless. I still think that's why this is 2 consequential damage. All right, so we have a cross counter, clear the area, which is really good. Set the pace. Double red, which is going to be useless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alrighty. 1 onto Nebula's ship. Puts 1 threat onto the main scheme. Nebula is stunned, which is just fantastic. Doesn't do anything. Bad card. Hero, you may exhaust the Milano. If you do not, the villain attacks you with +1. I'm thinking we exhaust the Milano. Because I don't want to risk a large attack that knocks out Groot. Right? I don't want to risk a large attack that knocks out Groot. I don't want to risk getting the technique attachments. I'll do 2 on the next one to get it down, right? So let's exhaust the Milano. I think this is the right play. Plus, we're gonna be able to flip her. I mean, we're hustling through this pretty darn good. So it almost feels weird, a little weird. So let's do well, let me just think about this for a second. All right, we're gonna attack with Gamora. She's gonna swing for 3. It's gonna knock Nebula down to the next stage, which brings her at 20. So now we're hustling. Where you gotta hustle. Let's just bring this all the way up. So that's a 20. Next, we're going to clear the area and pay for it with a Keen Instinct. This removes 2 threat. If it does that, we draw a card because it was the last threat, and we get a clobber, which isn't awful. Because we did a threat or a thwart event, we could do 1 damage, bringing Nebula down to 19, which is like the worst one to do, right? Because it's just so much work to bring her all the way down to 19. Freaking tokens. That's alright. I love them. Alright, 19. So we would be able to play Clobber, but the big benefit of it's kind of ruined. So we're going to actually throw out our double red and use it as a 1 resource. I know it's not great, but I feel like this is the right move. And throw out Set the Pace to play Ironheart. So we can draw a card, which is clear the area, which is actually really good too. Let's do Ironheart. Bring this down to 18. Chipping away. Chipping away. I like it. Groot, still going to do nothing. And then we're going to hold on to these cards. We're going to hold on to them. Are we? Or do we throw one away? So there's 2 thoughts I'm having here. So if we draw up 3 cards, we're going to be able to prevent 3 damage on the cross counter, right? Which we kind of don't have to do because we have Ironheart. But this is just so good, I feel like we have to. If we do this, it's going to allow us to remove 2 threat from the scheme, which makes this card useless, which means we don't draw a card. I don't love that idea. So I like the idea of actually getting rid of cross counter. Alright, so hear me out. If we get rid of cross counter, we'll have clear the area and clobber in 3 random cards. With that, this will go up to 2, which lets us easily use clear the area. The benefit being we can draw a card. We can pay for it for free, right? Draw a card. So we have this and then 3 other cards. 4 cards because we would draw a card. Ironheart can tank damage for a round. Even if Nebula gets 2 attacks, Groot can take the next one. And then we can do Clobber for 3 damage plus hopefully more. Hopefully we can play it twice. I think that's a smart move, team. I think that's the smart move. So let's do it. Let's get rid of cross counter. And let's refresh. Hopefully this doesn't backfire. I just feel like we just don't need the defense right now. Because Ironheart's defense, which I should have put 1 damage on Ironheart. Ironheart's my defense. That's how I'm looking at this right now. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Actually, this is... okay. It's okay. Alright, brings up to 2. 2 threat. Oh, no, 3 threat. I'm sorry, because that's up to 2. It's an extra 1. It was at 1. No, wait, that was at nothing. I just didn't do threat in that screen. That was my problem. So, I think that's right. I think that's right. If I'm off by 1, we'll figure it out. So, Ironheart's going to block the attack, so it's going to be 3 and nothing, but we get rid of Assault. Ironheart gets taken out. Which is alright by me. Bad card? Don't be too bad. Ooh, Ruthless. Here, Nebula attacks you. If damage is dealt by this activation, place 1 evasion counter on Nebula's ship. So Groot's going to step up and block this attack. So it's 3, 4, 5. Just going to knock out Groot. It's rough, but we don't have to worry about the damage being done to us, so that's good. That was rough. That was rougher than I thought it would be. I didn't think it would clear out all of that. So, alright, so Nebula's at 18. We still have full life. Okay. But we need to get this down. That's good. That's gonna be bad. So the problem is Clobber, I guess I can use these 2 cards to pay for this to get 3 and return it. So if I get it back, I can play another Keen Instinct and I draw a card. I can draw a card and get that down by another 1. That actually might be worth it. All right, yeah, let's. Or no, because I want the card back. All right, so we're gonna throw out Combat Training and Piercing Strike. Do 3 damage on Nebula. 1, 2, 3. And that brings down to 15. Brings the threat down by 1 because of her special ability. Oh, I get this card back. Holy cow. Does that do that right? Oh yeah, because I'm going to clear the area. Okay. So we clear the area. Removes 2 threat. If it removes the last one, I draw a card. It does 1 damage. Bring down to 14. So I've used all of her special abilities. I got Spider Girl, which is interesting. So the only reason I'm liking the idea of Spider Girl, nah, I don't think it makes sense in the long run. No. Alright, so we're going to actually throw away Clobber to put down our other Keen Instinct. Because we're going to block next round. I think that's the way to do this. Then we're going to exhaust the Milano, throw out Spider Girl to bring this down by 1. So we want to keep that down. We're going to do 3 damage. 3, bring it down to 11. So, here's my other thought. 11 damage isn't that much. If we turn over It's gonna be 2 plus 2. Do we risk it? Gosh, that's a big risk. I wish I was down by 1 or 1 more. Nah, I think we gotta take the damage. Well, not take the damage, but or maybe even take the damage. Well, we'll deal with that. All right, so let's refresh. Do we want to flip over? Probably not. Probably not. But I do think we just straight up take damage. All right, so 2, 4, 5. Be good. For momentum, for justice, set the pace. This was terrible. This was an absolutely awful hand. Holy cow, that's really bad. Okay. We're gonna have a bit of a cleaning up round, I guess. So, all right, this goes up 2. Puts on 2 threat. Now she's gonna attack us for 3. It really comes down to if do we want her to guarantee the Power Stone. I almost kind of want. I feel like I should take the attack. If I take the attack, it's guaranteed to get the Power Stone. If I block it, it's most likely to get the Power Stone. It doesn't matter if I get stunned. Yeah, let's block it. All right, we're gonna block for 2. So 3. Yep, that's what I was worried about. 4 plus another boost card. 5, 6. So 6 blocked by 2 does 4 damage. Jeez. Power Stone goes up. All right, bad card. Right, we haven't done that yet. No, we haven't done that. Power Lackey gets the quick strike me. 2 more damage. This is what I was worried about. I would have been down to 2. After this many attacks and damages, you remove the top card of your deck from the game. Gamora's sword. All right. Oof. Oh no, that was rough. That was rough. All right, so. This is just not ideal. Alright, so we'll use both Keen Instincts, I guess, to play 4 Justice and remove 3 threat from this game. Ooh. That was the wrong thing. Oh well. So that gets the threat down to 0. And I get to do 1 damage. So I'm like bound to get attack cards soon, right? I feel like I've gotten a lot though. So here's my thought. Do I put the 1 damage because 10 damage is doable, or 1 here because I have a chance of doing 2? Because I'm kind of tied to the idea of just flipping and letting Nebula scheme all the way. So I say we do the 1 damage, bring it down to 10, because it might go up to the next counter and I have to discard a lot of cards and we will have to deal with that. But I think that's the right move to do right now. And then we will exhaust the Milano and throw away 4 Justice and set the pace to bring this down to 0. And then we're gonna flip over. We're gonna flip over and hope for some big cards to do some big attacks. And we're gonna hold on to 4 momentum just in case, and a double red just in case. Because I feel like we need to take out some scheme when it flips over. This would be a good one to do it, especially if we do an attack event first. We can get down to 5. It could be pretty solid. And in case we get a red card, right? All right, let's refresh. So 2, we go draw up to 6 now. 3, huge. 4, 5, 6. This is good. This is very good. I feel pretty good about that now. Okay, this goes up 1, which means the threat goes up to 1. I'm feeling really good right now. Actually, my hero should be 4. I think I miscounted that. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be 4. Okay. Brings that up to 1. It's going to scheme for 2, 3, 4, 5, which advances this. All right. Place 2 ship evasion tokens on. For each invasion token, discard the top 2 cards of each of the player deck and the encounter deck. So it's 6 cards of each deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And I might as well just get this out here and do another back card. Just so I don't forget. Actually, it would have been 1 scheme higher too, so my math was way off on that, but that's okay. So that brings that up to 3. Alright. Up to 3. Okay. Pirate Lackey's gonna scheme for 1. Oops. Brings that up. 4. First back card. Alright. Cannonade. Hinder 3. Plus the 1 is 4. Everything gets a boost icon. Or not everything, the villain. Pirate Lackey does a quick strike. Ugh. Well, no, quick strike. It wouldn't attack me when I'm on my other side. So I'm okay with that. Okay. We need to do 10 damage. That's what this has turned into. But I think we can easily do it actually. Yeah, I think we'll be good. So the first thing we can do is look at the top card, see if we have attack or thwart, which we don't. Sad. Then we're gonna wreck. We're gonna use 1 plus a double red. That's why we kept it. To do an uppercut. 5 damage. 5. That's huge. Huge 5er. We get to remove this thwart down by 1 too. Just bonus at that point. Acrobatic move. Deal 2 damage. 0 cost. I'll take that all day, every day. Bring her down to 3. You know what we're gonna do after that? 2 more damage. Bring her down to 1. You all see where this is going, right? We have options now. I could use a genius to play 4 momentum, removing 3 threat. Which does a 1 attack. Actually, it would be 5 threat, but that doesn't really matter. Letting us do 1 damage. Really, we have the Power Stone. I forgot because we did the 5 damage. And we could do 3 damage. Finishing off Nebula. Either way we do it. That was a decisive victory. Oh. That one felt good. That was how I felt like the deck was supposed to hum along. I felt like we never let Nebula's ship get too crazy. The big thing was, did a technique card come out? I don't think so. I'm willing to wager that we won that in probably less than 5 rounds. I mean, that was a 30-minute game. And the last game was about an hour. So it was definitely, you had to hustle. Well, for me, I had to hustle through it. My deck was built that way. There was a lot of just plowing through everything, getting it done. That felt good. I'm not gonna lie. It felt good at the end. That it wasn't close. In case I messed up a little bit, right? I had more options to beat Nebula. Felt good. That felt like a good game. That felt really good. I could have saved this too, and just attack to win. Done the Milano to throw a double to bring this back down, right? This way, this would have only went up 2. So like I'm saying, I was far enough ahead that I could last another round with nothing happening. So that felt good. That was good. That was enjoyable. So I hope you enjoyed this amazing victory. If you did, make sure to hit subscribe, hit like. I appreciate it. It helps with everything. And yeah, I really appreciate it. So let's head back to our other camera. This was let's turn this music down a little bit. That was good. This was an enjoyable second step. I feel better about I'm gonna just talk a little bit about the stream in general. I feel like the stream went better this time. I like the lighting. I think the lighting is doing well. I'm glancing over the screen every now and again so I could see what you all are seeing. It looks better. It looks clearer, crisper. Hopefully the music was balanced all right. Hopefully the mic picked up everything all right. I've had a bit of a sore throat, so I wasn't talking loud in the beginning, but yeah, I hope you all really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. I think we're gonna keep doing Marvel Champions. We might try something else. It's been a while since I've done a cycle of Lord of the Rings, so I'm thinking about doing that. It's been a while since I've done a cycle of Arkham. I'm in the middle of one and haven't finished it, but I can't start in the middle of a stream. And there's possibly other games I want to play too. I'm really thinking about playing some Too Many Bones because I haven't played that in a while. I think that'd be fun on stream, especially with the Kickstarter starting soon. So there's some options, but let me know. Let me know if there's something specifically you all want to see. If there's something that you want me to be playing, I'm gonna do it. I'm thinking my next stream. Let me see if there's that's not bad. Is gonna be this weekend, Saturday or Sunday night. I'll have it on Instagram. Make sure to look down in my description. Check out Instagram. Make sure you're following me because that's probably where I'm gonna announce it. I'm gonna guess it'll be Sunday. We'll relax a little bit this weekend and get ourselves all ready to go. But thank you if you watch this. If you were here, I appreciate it. And like I said, really, please subscribe, like, comment, whatever else. All that stuff helps out the channel greatly. So thank you very much, and I will see you all next time. Take care.